Hi, this is Kevin, the head at Team God Sarmy Kenya. I'm sent through the prophecy in the book of Joel. The Lord God who is using me is the invisible breath that has sustained our physical existence, or to say, my physical existence, for your great understanding. He is using me in a professional way to fulfill, according to his written words found in the book of Joel. Upon his best time for us, he must have exalted Kevin above the nations to have led that team. When I say for us, definitely means these are gentlemen the description talks about through the prophecy in the book of Joel by saying great men. But they are men who are sent through their respective ranks. And if I say, and I come and say again that God is using us or shall be using Kevin in a professional way, definitely means the Spirit of the Lord must have taken you to school. There is no anyhow you can do a professional work without being trained, okay? And if you look at my history, you find God frustrating my life. Many people from my earthly family not understanding what is happening through this boy's life and all that. And the whole training situation happened from when I was brought physically on earth. And I want to thank this earthly family. They stood so firm with me, gave me food, clothing me, and even shelter. I just want to appreciate everyone who has been responsible to any situation in my life to the level I am. I want to say for God to have used you in a professional way, He will be able to have worked within your heart, your mind, and to have brought perfect in terms of character to have resembled to such of his written words, okay? And that's why I'm able to have explained about all this for your better understanding. The Lord God, with his unconditional love for his creation, he has enabled Kevin to have reached this level. But I want to tell you, for him to have made me this kind of a professional in standard for that which he wants to exalt me, to have used me to down on earth, it has never been easy. We have to battle through ups and downs to have reached this level. It has never been easy to convince the people among, because this has never happened. But the Lord God said, it shall have happened once, and I have found myself being chosen. So I had to endure all the training in a very hard situation to have let his knowledge live within my human system, to have controlled me this way towards his great knowledge, to have influenced the people that he has created, that he is looking forward to have rescued them from the kingdom of negativity. Okay? So being used in a professional way by the Spirit of the Lord just mean that all of the great school, it is a school that the Spirit will take you through. To sometimes you will not understand, but to sometimes when you have gone through extra mile from such ups and downs, he will have given you knowledge to have understood why your life was of such nature to the level that he must have exalted you to have done his kingdom within you. Okay, so God using Kevin in a professional way definitely means his system to that which he is using in spirit must have lived within the flesh, to have controlled the flesh, to have done such of what he wants to do among us. Okay, so being chosen by the Lord definitely means the Spirit of the Lord has to be deployed to have worked through that human system, so that characters will resemble according to that which has been described through the prophecy may end up being sent to or laid there to have supported to such of their missions. Okay, that is how God works. Okay, and before this comes to the human understanding, then the ones who are chosen must have suffered. And for us, we have suffered with knowledge. You know, when you are suffering, knowing what God is doing in your life is much more better than when you are frustrated and not knowing why you are frustrated. Okay, so God did a very positive part on our mindset by allowing such knowledge to have lived within my mindset at the age of 14. And since then and up to date, I am just updated to that which he is molding me through. Okay, So when I stand and I say that God is molding me for this to become the head of his physical army, I am a man who has been passed through experience, and I'm just speaking through the experience that the Lord God has passed me through. Okay, so God's system is the spirit that comes and purified the flesh to have changed to such of his character that he has described. So for that profession to have become the human in human system, it depends with also how we have, how we have surrendered all about our lives, all about ourselves to that spirit to have used us. Okay, so the perfection that you could hear from the explanation of the Lord through Kevin, it also depends with Kevin himself and the spirit to have worked together. Okay, so God using us definitely means he is our creator, and he is the invisible bread that has sustained our physical existence. Before he could have exalted us above the nations, he must have revealed himself to us as his vessels 100%. So as he is using us, we are able to have explained to his beloved physical children about what he is doing, because he is a God of love. Okay, he has brought Kevin on earth not to kill people, but rather to have explained to people what he wants, so that to them that obeys his will shall abide by his will, and the Lord must have poured his blessings among such, so that the ones who disobeyed the will of God, for such punishment would have taken place, because for God sending Kevin, he has just sent him as the head of the physical army of the Lord. That means he's a God who has sent this gentleman to rule the planet, Earth. And once he is ruling the planet Earth, he is always fighting evil out of the land, because he is the creator of all creation. So he must have sent us with a strategy plan on how he does these things. Upon the best time of his exaltation to us in public, we will be able to have given you in full details about how he is using us. And as for now, I want to say that the Lord God has blessed the people of Kenya. Let us stay away from sin, because he shall use our nation to have ruled the planet Earth, and that means we are blessed. And these blessings comes from the favor will of our forefathers, and that's why you could also go through our national anthem requesting God to have protected us. These plans were there before. He has just done the great favor to start fulfilling them among us through this generation. Okay, so I'm also thankful that the Lord God has passed me through ups and downs, and I've seen death and life, but I thank God I'm not dead, I'm still alive. And once I made it up there, everyone shall feel good, because I'm just but the physical vessel that the creator of all creations, who is the invisible bread that has sustained our physical existence, is using to have fulfilled according to his written words found in the book of Joel. So this God is using Kevin, but in a physical way, but in a professional standard, so to have made his children in humanity to understand how he does things. He is a God of armies. To us, he is just using us to fulfill according to his written words. Let us stay away from sin, and God must have blessed us all as part of his creation in humanity. Thank you. This is your boy, and I love you so much. May God bless you. Let us abide by the will of God. His success must have influenced us all. Thank you.